Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So this is Pramod and this is another Core 1 practice test series, and this part is also very helpful to pass the Core 1 exam. So let's go to the question, and this is a question number 1. A technician replaces a failed power supply unit on a high-end workstation PC. Now the PC fails to post and does not stay turned on for more than 5 seconds. So which of the following power connections was most likely forgotten during installation? First option is 5 volt, option B is a 12 volt, option C is 120 volt, option D is 220 volt. And the correct option for this question is B, 12 volt. And let's check the explanation. So 12 volt power connector, high-end workstation PCs often have a 12 volt power connector, usually a 4-pin or 8-pin connector that provides additional power on the CPU. If this connection is not made, the system may fail to post and power up shortly after turning on. And symptoms of missing 12 volt connections: the fact that the PC turns on for a few seconds and then shut down suggests that the CPU is not receiving sufficient power, so which is often linked to the 12 volt connector being disconnected. So let's move to the next question. Next question is, which of the following wireless networking protocols supports both 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz devices? Option A is 802.11 AC, option B is 802.11 AX, option C is 802.11B, and option D is 802.11G. And the correct answer for this question is option B, 802.11 AX. And let's check the explanation. So option A, 802.11 AC, this protocol primarily operates on the 5 GHz band and offer high-speed wireless connections. While it is backward compatible with 2.4 GHz devices through previous standards like 802.1n, it is mainly designed for 5 GHz. That's why this is not correct option. Option B is 802.1 AX, also known as the Wi-Fi 6. This protocol supports both 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz bands, providing better performance, efficiency, and capacity across both frequencies. That's why this is the correct answer for this question. Option C is 802.11B. This standard operates only on the 2.4 GHz band and does not support 5 GHz devices. That's why this is incorrect. Also option D, 802.11G. This standard also operates only on 2.4 GHz band and does not support 5 GHz devices. That's why this is also incorrect. So let's move to the next question. Next question is, which of the following components enables finger-based screen input for 2-in-1 laptops? Option A is fingerprint scanner, option B is a digitizer, option C is a stylus, option D is inverter. And the correct option for this question is option B, digitizer. So let's check the explanation. A digitizer is a component in 2-in-1 laptop that enables finger-based or stylus input on the screen. It is responsible for converting touch inputs into digital signals and that the device can interpret. And why digitizer? Because a digitizer is integrated into the screen assembly and works to detect and process inputs such as taps, swipes, or pinches. So let's move to the next question. Next question is, a customer reports that the default local USB printer is no longer working. The technician views the printer properties in the operating system and sees the printer is connected to LPT1. So which of the following steps should the technician most likely take next? Option A is the test the printer on known good PC. Option B is a clear the print queue. Option C is a configure a different printing port. And option D is a swap the USB and power cables. And the correct answer for this question is option C, configure a different printing port. And explanation is, LPT1 connection, if the printer is listed as a connected to LPT1, it suggests that the system is trying to use parallel LPT port for a USB printer, which is not correct. So this misconfiguration can cause the printer to appear as not working. And the next steps, changing the printer's port settings to USB port such as a USB 001 or similar in the printer properties would be the appropriate step to ensure the printer can communicate correctly with the computer. That's why the correct answer for this question is configure a different printing port. So let's move to the next question. Next question is a human resources department uses a network shared with other departments to produce a variety of printed resources for legal retention. The human resources department only wants its member to have access to these materials. So which of the following should a technician implement? First option is A, security groups. Option B is audit logs. Option C is time of day access. And option D is a print server. And the correct answer for this question is option A, security groups. And let's check the explanation. So security groups are used to manage access permission to network resources, ensuring only authorized HR department members can access the shared materials. And why not B, audit logs? So audit logs monitor activity but do not restrict access. And why not C, time of day access? So time of day access limits when user can access resources but doesn't specify user permissions. And why not D, print server? A print server manages print jobs but does not control file access. And reference for this answer is CompTIA A plus exam reference core 2 220.1102 section 2.5 access control and permissions. So let's move to the next question. Next question is a laptop is displaying vertical lines in different colors on the screen. So which of the following components should a technician replace to most likely correct this issue? Option A is an inverter, option B is a motherboard, option C is a low voltage different signaling cable, and option D is a liquid crystal display. And the correct option for this question is option D, liquid crystal display. And explanation is vertical lines in different colors on a laptop screen are often indicative of an issue with the liquid crystal display. This could be due to the damaged display panel or issues with connections between the display and the rest of the system. Replacing the LCD is the most likely solution to resolve this issue as it addresses potential faults in the display hardware that are causing the visual artifacts. That's why the correct answer is D, liquid crystal display. So let's move to the next question. Next question is every time a user submits a print job, the user receives an error from the printer requesting A4 paper. No other users in the office are having printing issues. Which of the following is the best way to address the user's issue? Option A is reinstall the printer driver on the user's computer. Option B is a print to a different printer in the office. Option C is set the printer defaults in the control panel to print to later size paper. And option D is have the user check the page size on every print job. So correct answer for this question is option C, set the printer defaults in the control panel to print to later size paper. And explanation is by setting the default paper size to later size in the primary settings, the user can avoid manually selecting the paper size of each print jobs. This will prevent the printer from requesting A4 paper and ensure that all print jobs are processed correctly. So let's move to the next question. Next question is a technician needs to assign an IP address to Windows PC, but a network connection is unavailable. So which of the following tools would be the best for the technician to use? Option A is a DSCP, option B is a TFTP, option C is a APIPA, option D is a DNS. And the correct answer for this question is option C, APIPA. So let's check the explanation. So APIPA is automatic private IP addressing, allows a Windows PC to automatically assign itself an IP address in the range of 169.254.0.1 to 169.254.255.254. When it's unable to obtain an IP address from a DHCP server, this feature is particularly useful in situations where the PC cannot connect to the network or when DHCP services are unavailable. While APIPA addresses are not routable and does not suited for large networks, they enable basic networking functionality for small ad hoc or local networks. That's why the correct answer is C, APIPA. So let's move to the next question. Next question is a technician needs to configure a malfunctioning printer that will be used to scan highly confidential data. So which must be securely distributed to a select group of executives. So which of the following options is the most secure way to accomplish this task? Option A is to set up the devices to email the documents to a group address. Option B is make copies of the documents and have an office administrator manually distribute them. Option C is implement batch access on the printer. Option D is configure scanning to an SMB shared with executive access. And the correct answer for this question is option D, configure scanning to an SMB shared with executive access. And the explanation for this answer is configuring scanning to a secure message block SMB shared specifically designated for executive access ensures that the scanned confidential documents are stored securely on a network drive with restricted access. SMB is a network file sharing protocol that allows applications on a computer to read and write to files and request services from server programs in a computer network. By setting up an SMB share with executive access, the data is centralized, making it easier to manage permissions and security settings. This method also utilizes the existing network infrastructure, allowing for scalability and integration with other security measures like encryption and authentication protocols. And the reference for this answer is CompTIA A Plus Certification Exam Core 1 and Core 2 Objectives Documents. So let's move to the next question. Next question is which of the following combinations of specification and frequencies delivers the greatest speed and compatibility for IoT devices? First option is A and 5 GHz. Next option is B and 2.4 GHz. Next option is G and 5 GHz. And last option is N and 2.4 GHz. And correct answer for this question is option D, N and 2.4 GHz. And explanation is 8.11n Wi-Fi 4. The standard support both 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz frequencies, but using 2.4 GHz provides better range and compatibility with a wide variety of IoT devices. It offers speed of 600 Mbps, which is sufficient to most IoT device applications. 2.4 GHz frequency. This frequency band has greater penetrations to walls and obstacles, making it more reliable for IoT devices that might be spread throughout a home or office. That's why the correct answer is D, N and 2.4 GHz. So I hope you are enjoying this video and this part has been completed. So study hard. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe the channel to see more video like this. I will upload next part shortly. Thanks for watching.